Well, nominations are open for this year's Outstanding Young Farmers Program, and the organizers are on the hunt for some young producers who are more than outstanding in their field. We had a chance to chat with Natasha Pospisil, who says the Alberta Regional Awards will be happening in June.
So the Outstanding Young Farmers Program is a national program that has 7 regions within Canada. So Alberta will be hosting their event in Kirimir, and the whole idea of the program is to highlight young people, so 18 to 39, that are doing really good things in agriculture, that are exemplifying the industry and diversifying, and what it is a way to highlight the positive things that are happening in agriculture and the young people that are charging forward into the future.
So what kind of things do you essentially look for when you're looking at nominations?
There's people who are thinking outside the box in terms of where they can take their own farming operations. You know, it doesn't have to be somebody who's running, say, a really large cattle operation or a really large grain farm. It can be somebody doing something on the farmer market level as well, like garden market and smaller scale. All we're looking for is somebody that's going to exemplify excellence in what they're doing. So scale and whatnot doesn't necessarily come into play. It's more that they're doing things for agriculture that's going to be sustaining into the future and promote the industry positively.
How responsive have people been in the past as far as getting those nominations? And do you generally get a lot of people going, hey, I know someone?
It varies from year to year. This year in particular, it's been really good. If we can't put somebody through, if we get too many nominations, we'll just roll them into the next year. We try to make sure that whoever gets nominated gets the opportunity to present their story, to present their operation, and to share not only with the organization, but with the province what they're doing.
When people nominate someone, do they have to fill out basically a form asking why they want this person to be nominated for the award?
So basically you go to OYFCanada.com, you find the Alberta region, you'll find a link to the nomination form, and basically all we require is that if you know somebody that's doing really great things in ag, fill out the form, send it over to us, and then we reach out to the person that's been nominated, and then we go through greater detail with that person about what the requirements are, because there is a lot of paperwork that the nominees will have to provide, but we go through that with the nominees after somebody sends it in. And some people decline, but for the most part, anybody who gets nominated goes through the program.
Now, what about after the fact? Like if someone winds up winning the regional award, do they go to a national award after that?
So after the 7 regional events take place, it moves over onto the national platform, and each region takes a turn hosting. So 2 years ago, Alberta hosted. Last year, Ontario hosted. And so what happens is they get the 7 regions, and you basically, on an even larger scale, again, you present your operation, you go through judging sessions, and 2 winners are chosen at the national level. If you get nominated in Alberta and you don't place, you still become part of the Alberta alumni. You still are part of the group because you've made the effort, you've gone through and you've joined the group. And the same thing happens at the national level. Even if you don't place as a winner at the national level, you still are part of that national alumni.
How much of a role does the award essentially play in making sure that people know what's happening in the world of agriculture?
Well, I think now more than ever, getting agriculture on a national stage and highlighting the people that are doing things the most unique and exemplifying excellence in agriculture is so important right now, because a lot of what we do doesn't get recognized. I think for the most part, I find that people in ag are very humble and they just kind of sit back. And this gives the opportunity for others outside of agriculture. You can go on the OYF website and watch the videos about the people. I think it gives the non-ag community a way to connect with agriculture and to connect with the people behind it, so that they can see that, these are families that are running these operations. These are people that are doing a lot to keep rural life alive and to give the more urban population the opportunity to connect with them. And especially, obviously, with all the digital media that we have these days, I think that's a great way to connect with youth as well, through digital platforms, and that is something that when you go on the national website, you can learn about all the people across the country. And I kind of really enjoy that aspect because I don't know a lot about how farming works in the Maritimes, but now I do because I'm immersed in this program, and I have learned and I've connected with people in that region where I haven't had the opportunity to do that previously, and the same thing transfers to people in urban areas. This gives them the opportunity to learn, connect, and grow their awareness of agriculture on a national level.
Natasha, anything that you'd like to add or how people can get involved or possibly nominate someone?
If there's somebody in your community, if there's somebody that you think would be a good fit, so 18 to 39, there's a few requirements, but you can see those on the nomination form itself, and just email it in. It's very simple. Just send the form in. I just encourage people to continue to support and highlight those who are doing things in agriculture because, again, I find ag can be a very humble industry where people don't want to boast. And this isn't about boasting. This is about sharing.
That's Natasha Pospisil talking about the Outstanding Young Farmers Program. If you've got someone in mind for the award and you'd like to nominate them, head to OYFCanada.com and look for the regions at the top right-hand corner. I'm Cheryl Brooks, and this is The Rural Connection.